uh, our adventurers in the last session, which was fraught with lots of gunfire and troubles and, mystery and dancing and technical issues, in which we ended up with two separate streams, thanks to the freaking program just completely crapping the bed. Left you guys off after fighting your way through the front guards at the Fusion Queen, managing to make your way past them and putting a halt to what could have been a very beautiful homosexual romance that you guys just didn't care about. You just completely squashed those two guard streams of, I don't know, opening a bakery together in South Space Venice. You guys made it through. You danced your way around the club, had a drink or two, I believe, if I know Poppy. And I don't know if Shannon had anything. I don't quite remember. She probably just had more beef jerky. And you guys made your way into the back room of the Fusion Queen. So we'll switch over to that view. And you guys are fairly hurt, if I remember correctly, looking over your character sheets. And you guys took care of the three guards that were back here pretty readily, actually. I think Arlo was just still fairly hurt, honestly.
Yes.
From the fight, but other than that, you guys like tore through these guys. Dale and his old war buddies, as they were back here playing poker and trying to deal with having to work or earn a working wage and deal with the bad economy here on Absalom Station. But we ended last session with you guys having defeated them. You searched the room, you found some loot here and there. Did you guys pick up any extra loot, or did you just take the cred sticks and the batteries? Because I believe Arlo already took a pistol off of Tad and Chad at the front door, but I don't remember if you took anything off these guys.
It was pistol ammo or the cells or whatever they're called.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then I think you took the but I'm not quite sure. Check your sheet.
Yeah, because I remember you saying that you took a pistol at one point. It's whether it was off the guys at the front door or whether it was these guys, it doesn't really matter, ultimately.
The club off of the security guard in the front.
Okay. Gotcha. Snagged a club just just to be cool and have a club. Okay. So you guys did have a doggone knockdown, slug out, beat 'em up brawl back here with gunfire and mental blasts and whatnot. Made a fair amount of noise, but these back rooms are they are soundproofed pretty well. Obviously, if you're back here taking a break, or if you're conducting some sort of business or a meeting, you don't want the club's audio to be banging back here. So the front area is still all clear. You guys don't know what lies through this door here. This one right here. Make sure that I'm actually recording the correct one. Should be, yep. So you guys can choose to burn a resolve point for each of you and take 10 minutes, or you can push on. That's up to you guys. Something's wonky with the health bars. I can't see Poppy or Arlo's health bars. I can only see Shannon's. So it'll be up to you guys whether or not you want to push through, or whether you want to take a risk on like hanging out here for 10 minutes and getting your health back.
I can heal you. I have a med patch and a med kit.
Babe, you're still muted if you said something to us. I can hear you in the other room, but
I was not talking to you, but
oh, okay. Well, then never mind. What were you saying, Alex?
My health is pretty fucked. Just my stamina.
Okay.
I feel like I have a heal. Oh yeah, I have
This is
a
you.
healing serum
Mm-hmm.
for 1d8.
Okay.
Oh. Hey Arlo. I have a med kit. Do you need help?
Will the med kit actually heal my stamina?
I mean, I'm gonna allow it to, just because we're like kind of early on, and you guys don't have like insane spells and stuff. I don't know that they're supposed to necessarily, but yeah, you guys can use one. Is there a time frame on those, Ray, for the med kit? Do you have a basic or an advanced med kit?
I'm Basic.
Okay.
It says allow have DC 25 medicine checks to treat deadly wounds. For antiseptic bandages. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it basically only lets you remove like deadly wounds. But for the sake of it being a med kit and this being an RPG, of which I am the temporary, lord, yeah, you can use it. I'll say give me a medicine check. Since you're not treating deadly wounds, we'll say DC 15. And then I'll let you roll a D6 on healing him.
So
Yeah.
D6?
Yeah, roll a D20 to see if you
Okay.
make the check, and then if you make the check, we'll roll to see how much you heal him.
13.
Nope.
Well, plus your medicine.
Oh, 13 plus 5.
Okay. Yeah. So you make it
Yay.
18. Yeah, so go ahead and roll your D6 and see how much you heal Arlo for. Because we can just say that like it's not health, it's stamina, but we can say that you have like some sort of anabolic like inhaler or something that like helps him, like oxygenates his blood or something and helps him get his stamina back quickly.
I don't have a D6, hon.
I can roll one for you on here if you want.
What?
That's a D6.
This is a 5.
No, that's a
Oh, it is a
6.
6.
Is it just
Shut
a regular like gambling die? Like this is not a D6.
I'm just out of it, okay?
That's fine. Big dumb.
Okay.
What'd you get?
A 3.
3? Okay, well, there you go. You got healed up by 3 points there, Arlo. You guys can use like healing items and stuff other than that as well though. But the advantage of the med kit is that it's multiple uses. So I think that's why for balancing reasons they don't necessarily want you to be able to heal health with them, but I don't really care. I want this to be fun. So so yeah, I'll say you can't use that again to do that. We'll do like a once per combat kind of thing, but I'll think of a good like lore based reason for it. But yeah, if you want to use those healing potions or use a spell, I know that Shannon has a few healing spells at her disposal, but that's up to you guys.
I am so full.
Aw. Was that burrito good though?
I don't know.
Hard to tell. You got pregnant mouth or something? Your taste all wonky?
Yeah. The other thing is, I'll complain about it later.
So what is your next move, my fated adventurers?
I say we go in that next little door.
Yeah, Shannon's pissed. She's like, I'm about to kill everybody in this place.
All right. Let me scroll up here. All right. You guys going through the door? Go ahead and stack up, I guess. All right. Are you like, how are you guys going through the door?
Huh?
How are you guys? Yeah, like how are you guys stacked up and all that stuff?
I can go first.
No, you left me once. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Alex is a little hard to hear. I don't know if he's like far away or what.
Yeah, he's far. When you talk, you're grab my phone.
This man. Let's see.
It might catch our audio though, is the only issue.
No, that's true. Okay, well, hopefully we'll just be able to hear him. Okay, you guys, what's up?
Closer to him.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah, but we muted one of ours. Okay.
Anyway.
Anyways.
Right. You guys crashing through this door? You can open it cautiously. What's up?
I say
Hold on.
What's that?
All
I
right, check
don't know
on.
what he said.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he said either.
what?
Did the audio just come through there?
Yeah, it's going through the TV.
Damn.
You are very loud. Let me turn you down a little bit.
Well,
Nice.
I said I was gonna go first, and I don't feel like I can really sneak in there.
Yeah, I say we go in guns a-blazing so we can have like it'd be easier for us to just rush.
Okay. So I assume Poppy has his gun out. Shannon has her gun out. Arlo, are you using your? You had your sword out last, I believe. Are you going in guns a-blazing or sword a-swinging?
Staying with my sword out.
Okay. War out with your sword out. All right. Let me get this doggone thing to pop up. Okay. So you guys pop up in this room,
Just do it.
and you see this as you open the door. And give me 1 second to set it up on combat. Sword imagery. All right, here you go. I got 2 images for you guys. You guys see behind the, oh, it's over here. There you go. Boom. You guys see these 2 individuals? You can see their icons on the map here as well. You guys can go ahead and move your icons into like wherever you want them to be near the doors. And while you guys are enjoying that nice imagery, I'm going to put these images. Wow, okay, I just threw both of them up there. That's nice. I'm gonna set these guys up on the screen here. That way the people at home
Can't hear
can
you,
see.
Alex.
Yeah, I can't hear you at all.
Oh,
right.
he's muted. That would be why.
That's certainly gonna do it. Nice to see you're not the only one with the big dumb in your household.
Still can't hear you.
Yep.
I don't know. I say we just do what we were just doing.
Yeah, what you guys were doing before worked fine. He was just
Yeah,
quiet. You guys are ruining
just a
everything.
he's super determined right now.
Okay, well, stop being determined and be a role player. All right, so you guys roll up in.
I can literally put the
You see Ferrani Nadaz and her ever loyal to the death and beyond sidekick, Hatchbuster, Brocolayo Hatchbuster, but everybody just calls him Hatchbuster because of the delightful story that you guys heard about him ripping his way into a vault to get out of here, you. Ripping his way into a vault to get to somebody who had stolen from the Downside Kings. So she's still behind her desk. You guys didn't take that long. Ignore that click. You guys didn't take too long getting in there. They didn't really have time to ready themselves. They have their weapons on them, but that is it. And they have them, you know, at the, we'll say the low ready. They're not pointed straight up, but they are definitely ready for a fight. What do you guys do? They're not attacking you yet, but we will see.
Oh.
That's up to y'all.
I didn't think we were gonna get it this far.
They
You didn't think you were going to get through the door?
I didn't think we were
they
gonna
can't
get
hear you, so
this far.
you have to talk on this.
Like into the club.
Oh, I got you. Well, I mean, you've been in the
that's what
club
Shannon
for...
said. She's like, I didn't know really what we're I didn't think we were gonna get this far.
You guys are more than welcome to try diplomacy, or you can blast away. It's your choice. But you definitely, they didn't, they heard the scuffle and things like that, and they heard the blast, which they're assuming now came from you. They could have just been video feeds or anything like that before, because the guys are always watching, you know, movies and making a scuffle and whatnot, screwing around and wrestling. But they definitely know that you guys must have fought your way through here. And you have a limited amount of time before diplomacy is not an option.
I think we should try diplomacy first.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
what's up?
no, go ahead.
As you guys bust in this door very diplomatically, Ronnie, you know, she's already standing behind the desk, and she looks at you guys, has her gun, you know, in a low ready position. She goes, "Who are you three? What are you doing in my club? Certain that you don't have permission to be back here, since I certainly didn't hire you. Is that you making all that noise?" She eyes the three of you. Who's Poppy sitting on, by the way, just for logistics?
Arlo.
Okay.
On Arlo.
Got you. Okay. What do you guys do?
I guess I'll just say we just wanted to ask you a few questions.
Okay. Did you guys close the door behind you, or did
I'm
you?
gonna guess yes.
Okay. She looks over you, and she looks over to Brokalayo, and they squint at each other, kind of like this is just like Brazil kind of moment where they've clearly been in a situation like this, but they haven't encountered a dragonkin or a Raxolite before. Kasathas are kind of a dime a dozen around here. They're a fairly common packed worlds species or race, either way you want to go with it. But they don't quite know how to take this group that's come in. So they just look you over, and they share this like knowing glance between one another. And then she looks back and she goes, "All right. If I don't like your questions, we're gonna start firing. So choose your words wisely, strangers."
Can I be completely honest? I don't remember what, like, this is out of character. I don't remember what our mission was supposed to be.
I love the idea of that being in character, though. She just stopped. She goes, "Hang on, I don't know why we're here." I've got beef jerky.
Wait, why are we here again?
Okay, so whenever you guys showed up, there was the scuffle, like on Bay 94. Durvor Creel got killed in the crossfire. You guys found out that the Downside Kings were hired to basically prevent Starfinders from making progress and things like that, because people behind the scenes were essentially working to help the Dwarven extraction crew, the Hardscrabble Collective, and then there was also the Astral Extractions. So these two companies working against each other to try and get what is on what's known as the Drift Rock and the Acreon, which is the ship towing the Drift Rock. And so basically, the one gang was hired by Astral Extractions to stop the other group, the Hardscrabble Collective, from being able to make progress, because their Astral Extractions is a corrupt corporate entity, so they want the rock for themselves. Now, they hired Hardscrabble Collective to go get it, so legally, it should be Astral Extractions, but they're kind of dicks. So it's up in the air. A lot of the public opinion is slated more towards being supportive of the Hardscrabble Collective. But you guys, as Starfinders, got caught in the middle of all this because of your very casual professional relationship with Durvor. He was there to meet you guys at the bay. So you guys got swept up into this whole thing between these two gangs / these two organizations. So you guys found out that the Downside Kings were responsible, either intentionally or inadvertently, you're not sure yet, for the death of Durvor Creel. So you guys hunted down Ferrani Nadaz, who is the female here, and her right-hand man, if you will, dedicated bodyguard, whatever, Hatchbuster here, the large Vesk to her right, or your right, her left, I guess. So your mission is basically what you've achieved so far, which is to find her, hunt her and her associates down, and find out either why the events happened, or what all Astral Extractions hired the Downside Kings to do in the first place. Or if you want that to be your mission, you could just murder them and take revenge for the death of your compatriot. So that's a quick down and dirty for everybody watching, and for Shannon.
Oh, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, it's
I
working.
fixed it. I fixed it. Fuck
Can
yeah.
you guys hear me?
I'm an IT
Circus?
genius.
I mean, it just sounds like you got a fan going.
We do. I can turn it off.
Please do. If you guys get too hot, just let me know. That's fine. But,
We turn the air on.
I'm always
Should
too
be
hot.
fine.
okay, that's fair. That's how you get Ray. Okay, so that's the situation. That's the sitch, Kim Possible. And you guys find yourself in this back office of Ferania Daz in the Fusion Queen, which you guys know is her like headquarters from which she runs her her gang empire for these downside kings. So you are free to ask questions, but bear in mind that she is a gang member and a very vicious one. Even other gang members are afraid of her, so choose your words wisely.
Okay.
And just know that whatever you do, there's going to be a role for it. So.
Before
Oh,
we
no.
get into this,
Mm-hmm.
what's y'all's diplomacy, if I may ask?
What's up?
Oh, I only have a +1.
+1.
Okay.
What's yours?
0.
Okay.
Not a diplomatic man. He
I'm not
really.
very yeah.
He's like, I got 4 points in diplomacy, and he just holds up his fists. All right. What about you, Poppy?
1.
Mm.
I'm gonna let y'all do the talking. I'll do the swinging and missing.
Dang it.
I'm gonna say, does Duravor ring a bell to you?
She kind of looks to the side and she's like, no, never heard of them, I guess, or them. Friend of yours, I assume, but no, we haven't seen anybody or heard of anybody by that name. Sounds kind of like a schmucky, fancy name. I don't think we'd see too many of their kind down here in the Spire or in the Spike.
Which leads to my next question. What were you doing in those bays? What are your friends doing in the bays? Where is it at?
Bay, what, Doc 94?
Yeah, Doc 94.
Yeah, she's very helpful. She's like, oh yeah, Doc 94.
Yeah, my diplomacy is very low, if you could
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah. Goes, well, they're my friends, so, obviously I have allegiance to them. I don't know you, so I don't really feel like telling you what my friends were doing in the Bay. If you know that
So you are
we were,
friends.
if you know that they were in the Bay, then you know there was a lot of violence and we're gang members, so probably violence. And you see the gun sort of like, you can tell that she like really wants to like shoot you, but she's giving you like a small chance here. Go ahead and roll your diplomacy check, and then just ask your like with your next question in mind, and then we'll see how it goes. Whoever's rolling, you guys can roll to 8 if you want. You can get a. I'll say if you pass.
I don't know,
Allie and Alex, if you guys pass yours, I'll let you give a +2 each to Poppy's diplomacy.
Well, mine was a 4.
Your roll was a 4?
Let me try to roll.
Yeah.
Let me try to roll.
It's no good. It's
Looks like we're fighting, boys.
no good. Yeah, at most you're gonna have an
Next
8
question
if
is-
you guys.
How many rounds do you have in that pistol?
Yeah.
That's our next question.
You said I rolled a 4 and then I dropped my D20 and I landed on an 18.
Well, it's
That
Poppy's
doesn't even
it's
count.
Poppy's roll that sets the yeah, it also doesn't count, but yeah, it's Poppy's roll that sets the base. So
Yeah, I mean, but you
There's no
told me to
base.
roll.
oh yeah, that's funny though. It's well, I mean, just do that every time. Just like throw it down as hard as you can and count the second roll. Just be like, yeah, it's this. Okay.
I think that's a legitimate strategy. I'm gonna start doing
Yeah, just chunk it just off the backboard. Kobe.
it.
But yeah, feel free to ask your next question. But you know what's coming, so you might get an answer depending on what you ask. But
You know how people get overly cocky right before they try to kill you?
Yep.
Get her to spill the beans.
Villainous monologue. What do you got for us, Poppy?
and now I'll kill you. Like, haha, we've got a dragon, bitch.
And it was Old Man Jenkins all along. Poppy, have any further words, or you just want to?
I don't know.
She's having an existential crisis. She's like, oh god, I
Yeah.
got a 4.
I need help, guys.
You got it. Just ask any question. At this point, we know what's about to happen. Ask what color his socks are. Like,
Yeah, I'm giving you guys a benefit for this combat here, knowing that you're about to get into a fight. Gives you a lot of freedom on your question, actually.
I'm just gonna be like, we just want answers for our friend's death.
Okay.
Valhalla.
So you hear a growl from Hatchbuster, and he goes, "We only have one answer for people like you," and he raises his artillery laser to
What?
to level it. Yeah, so there's a thing called an azimuth artillery laser. It's basically meant to be mounted on vehicles and stuff. It's a weapon that you can take at level 1. If you're, I think, a soldier, and maybe you as well with your stats, you could have had it. But they're very unwieldy, and they use a lot of ammo. But he's a massive Vesk, so he has one. Go ahead and roll for initiative, my friends.
Love the combat in this game. I just get knocked the shit out of.
Why do I always go high?
18 for Rachel. What's your initiative bonus? Do you have any?
I do.
You check that out, Rolla. Come on, don't be a fucking 4 this time.
So 21.
It's
Okay.
a 5.
Ooh.
You're doing that.
Like a
5. Babe, what'd you get?
Oh.
11.
11? Okay.
So I got a 6 overall.
Okay. Oh yeah, don't forget to add your dexterity modifier as well.
I
I
just
was
want
with it.
so I am.
Well, what was that, babe?
I already did mine.
Okay. And then Poppy also included his, I assume.
Yeah, 21.
Okay.
91.
21.
Okay. Let me put you in here. Okay. I will tell you, Hatchbuster rolled a natural 20 on his initiative check. So
So
yeah.
much.
Yeah, well, he's a fast boy. He's always ready for a fight. He was itching for it. He wanted to kill you, and if it was up to him, he would have leveled the entire back wall and splattered you guys everywhere. But he waits on Ferrani's signal. So he pulls the artillery laser up. This hefty vehicle weapon. As he pulls it into position and opens fire. And that is, let me scroll to Homeboy's stats here. I put everything in bold so it's so much easier to read now because apparently I'm an old man. Who knew? All right.
I did.
Yeah. You live with the old man. And he fires at Shannon since she was the one who asked. And he rolls a 9, which I'm going to assume doesn't hit.
EA or KAC? It's 10 and 11, so no, it doesn't hit.
Okay. But for the record, it's EAC. It's an artillery laser, or it's an azimuth laser. Okay. So he misses like a punk. And then that is he just growls in dissatisfaction. He's not one to be embarrassed, but he just feels internally angry. There's no shame in him. He just feels angry that he missed the shot because A, he wants to kill you guys, and B, he feels like he let Ferrani down with this shot here. Poppy, you are next, my little Raxolite friend.
I'm gonna do a tiny little battle cry.
Nice.
And then
That's adorable.
Ah! And then use my energy, right?
Nice. Your energy, Rachel. So what do we got?
I'm gonna use electricity.
Nice. Good choice.
Thank you. got a 10 nat. What do I add to that? Do I add anything?
It's a good question. Check your character sheet. I'll look it up as well.
Oh wait, do I even have to do a roll? It just says.
It's instantaneous, but you have to make a range attack against
Oh.
EAC. So add your basic attack bonus, which should be 1, and your dexterity modifier, which should be like 90 for some reason. Yours is like ridiculously high. Cool.
Plus 3 and then 1. You said.
Okay, yeah. So yeah,
I
so
got
Mhm.
14 total. 'Cause I got a 10.
oh yeah, okay, sorry. On your actual roll.
Like I rolled a 10.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the damage thing, and then you said that, and then I was like, "There's no way that did 13 damage." You win. That's fine. No, who are you targeting? You didn't say.
Big boy.
Big boy.
I'm scared of him.
All right,
I
you
don't like
rolled
big
it.
boys.
You rolled a 13. You said
14 total.
14. Okay, against EAC, you hit. You slapped him.
Okay.
Roll you 1. You 1d3.
Speaking of 1, it is a 1.
It's a 1. Oh, that's so sad. Okay.
It's very.
You hit him with it, and you see the electricity like hit his armor, and it basically like cascades across his chest, and he tenses a little bit, and you can tell like it stung, but he's not shaken, and he just sort of laughs. He's like, your spells hit like your fists, little man, and he like snarls, shows you like a mouthful of Besk teeth. And then with that,
Say why I oughta.
why I oughta, with like all your little tentacles like fists.
Fists, yeah.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay. So Farani is gonna go next, and mechanically speaking, Farani Nadaz's class is that she is a mechanic. So she has an ability called combat tracking. As a move action, she can designate and track a single foe with an internal AI, gaining a +2 bonus to attack rolls against that target. She's the only one who gets it from anything I could see. So she is going to, because she doesn't really know that much about Raxalites, she assumes you have some sort of technical proficiency or magical proficiency that makes you a combatant. Otherwise, why would you be with these other two? But she doesn't really put much stock in that stuff. And she's seen a dragon before, but she figures Hatchbuster can take care of you. So she's going to target the Kasatha. Because she's tussled with Kasathas before. She knows that they're a combative race. They're warriors by culture. So she targets you, and her there is no roll for this. She just automatically gets a +2 to any attacks. And I believe that's for 1 turn. So that's her move action. She's not going to move out from behind this desk. Oh, Craig's telling me that we have an issue with the recording, but that's okay. We're also recording it on OBS, so eat a dick, Craig. But she is going to fire off a round with her ranged tactical semi-auto pistol. So let's see what you got there, Mr. Forearms. A 16. Definitely hits. All right. Yeah. 1, 2. That is right. She hits you for 4 damage on your KAC. Oh, well, you already said it hit, so she hits you for 4 damage. And then it will be Shannon's turn.
Sorry.
I don't think Shannon has any more spell slots.
You should have 1.
One
I
spell.
think I have 1 as well.
But you got a gun.
I have a gun. Okay, so I'm
1 and gun.
what's this battle staff thing?
What's up?
No, I'm just looking at my character sheet and realizing that I have other options. I'm gonna shoot at Ferrani with my pistol.
Your pistol. Okay.
The second time that she's used her pistol this whole time.
Yeah. Oh, she's a mystic by trade, so.
Mind thrusting.
To be fair, she did liquefy the brains of 2 combatants, so
Welcome.
I do appreciate.
all right. So you're targeting Ferrani. What's did you roll?
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
6. Ooh. Does not hit. You see you shoot and it glances off her shoulder. That's like covered in this like plate mail. That extends. You can tell that it like extends under her like tank top that she's wearing. Part of some sort of like skin modification that she's undergone. So she has these like dermal implants, and the beam just glances off that and like hits the wall behind her. And she is too busy focusing on Arlo to bother ridiculing you for not penetrating her skin modifications. And
I'll lean down to Poppy and be like, "Did you see that fly that I just killed?"
what a world! That was a gang member fly though. He was a spy. So, good job. That's actually the end boss. You were gonna fight these 2 guys, and then stage 2 of the boss fight was the fly. He was just gonna get huge. Just inject. He was gonna dope up on steroids. Arlo, you're next with your 6 initiative, homie. Tell the
5.
people, what do you do?
5 initiative. Just want to clarify that so that everyone knows that it is where it is. All right, so I'm going to, as best as I can, toss the onion to the dragon.
Word.
You're like, Shannon, catch.
Yeah, I'll say since you already have your weapon out, that will count like drawing a weapon. Like if you're going to move, then I'll let you. Well, either way, if you don't move, that's your move action. But if you do move, that will count as like you're drawing your weapon, martial class move action. You can just like yeet.
Yeah, we'll do that.
This onion tiny. Yeet.
I'm going to move. I believe I can move here. Yeah.
So every other diagonal costs double. So that'd be 5, 15. Yeah, 20. Yeah, you're good.
And while doing that, pulling out my shield. And that should just fucking hit him with the sword.
Word, sword or entropic strike?
Sword, yeah, my long sword.
Okay. Do it to him. I only
That's a
ask for
D20.
whether or not it's EAC or KAC. So.
Gotcha. God damn it. I got a 9.
A 9?
With you have
What's-
to add the.
Yeah. And my basic attack bonus is 2. I got a 7.
2. What?
I am also confused.
Yeah.
You got a 9, and then you're not subtracting it.
No, I got a 7 and
Okay.
added the 2 to 9.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're like, oh, I got a 7 previously. Cool. And then you included your strength modifier as well?
I might not. God damn. I'm always forgetting something
So
with this.
you rolled a 7, so
where
plus
is
2 is 9, plus whatever your strength modifier.
it? 1. I got a 10 overall.
How is your strength modifier plus 1?
Because it's at 13 right now, so
Oh,
not 14.
okay, yeah, right. You didn't go up to the double. Okay. So yeah. That misses. Even though he's a bigger guy, he takes a step back. He's used to hand-to-hand combat, so even with the laser in his hand, he takes a step back and you swing and it just goes right by him. And it like glances off the
okay,
artillery
twinkle
laser.
toes.
he just laughs. He is your house hall, you're like 7 feet.
I think somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah, so he's almost like eye to eye with you, but he just looks at you and just like
6, yeah.
just like laughs and like just gives you a perfect view like up close like this of like a mouthful of teeth. And he's may very well be coming for you next on this next turn.
Cool, man.
That's Arlo.
Arlo, you better survive this.
Yeah, right. So Mr. Hatchbuster here sees a large martial combatant approach him like this. And as a swift action, he's going to drop his laser on the ground at his feet. And he is going to take an unarmed strike against you. That is a 12.
Does not hit.
Ooh. He
By 1, it was very close.
yeah, it must have been like, holding the weight of the artillery laser, fairly negligible for a guy his size, but he drops it, and as he comes up to swing, like, his footing must have been off.
Overcompensates.
Yeah, from like dropping the laser, dodging your thing, it's just like he's a big guy. He's got a lot of strength, not a lot of dexterity. And he's used to hand-to-hand combat, but you're smaller than he's used to. Normally he fights like massive, Vesk and things like that. You're a little bit slimmer and a bit more wily than he's used to. So yeah, his attack misses, and he growls again, angry that he's missed now an artillery laser shot, which is his favorite weapon, and he's missed an unarmed strike, which is literally a weapon that Vesk are born with. Vesk are never unarmed. They always have their fists and their claws. It's the thing that he's most familiar with, and he's now like just an inkling of shame that as like a Vesk warrior, he has missed this shot with like his God's given weapon that he's been blessed with. And he's angrier than ever. He does not have a rage ability, but boy is he angry. Poppy, you are up next, bud.
Okay, so I'm gonna yell enough is enough and do
Try diplomacy. Couldn't we all just get along?
I'd like to ask for a meeting. I'm kidding. No, I'm gonna use the magic missiles.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my last one. That's all I got.
Nice. Yeah.
Obviously, I can't do 2-on-1, so one on each, and then. Are you sure?
No, it says you can't do 2 on.
No, I think we got confused on that last time. Hold on.
Yeah. Let's see. My doggone mic is annoying. We can look it up though. Magic
Target
missile.
A single creature or several, but each missile can strike only one.
I was saying that the missile can only
Gotcha.
kill one person.
Designate
okay.
targets to.
So you
attack
can
overcome.
do 2 missiles on one person.
Yeah.
You just can't do 1 missile 2 people.
Well, your natural thing is 2 missiles. So if you take a full action, it'll be 3.
I'm doing full action then. If I can do 2 on one person.
Well, that rule still applies that each missile can only strike 1 creature.
Oh,
But
okay.
you can either hit both of them with 1, or hit 1 person with 2. But if you take a full action, then you get 3, so you can just slam them all.
Yeah, exactly.
You can slam all 3 on 1 person. It's up to you.
I'll just do the 2.
No, do the 3. You hit 1 person with 2 and 1 person with 1.
Yeah, I mean it's your last like spell slot. You might as well like stack all that damage.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Because you don't need to move. You've already been whipped over to Shannon, who I assume snatched you out of the air.
She's still flying.
Yeah.
She hit my friend. She's getting 2 missiles straight to the dome. Do 1 on the other. So
well, if you
Shannon's getting 2 missiles straight to the dome. That's what she's talking about.
Yeah, you have to do all 3 on 1 person if you're gonna do a full attack. Because it's
no, she doesn't. What?
Yeah, we just read it. What do you mean?
Yeah, it said you can't have 1 missile hit multiple people, but you can target multiple people.
Right. Okay.
So
I see.
with
I see what you're saying. Yeah. The way it
So you could
sounded
do
was
like
like
2 on 1.
Yeah. The way it sounded was like, oh yeah, you can only have 1 missile hit 1 person, but it just can't ricochet. Is like the text basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can't,
I got what you're
break
saying.
apart
Yeah.
and become, Tony
so
Stark's
2 to
missiles.
the dome, 1 to the big boy that can't shoot his shots.
Okay. Any dude in the club, pretty much. Okay. 2. All right. Do you damage? 1d3 plus 1.
Yeah.
1d3 plus
That's
1
a triangle
per.
boy.
The triangle boy is a d4.
Do you have a D3? It's literally right there. You're holding it.
arcane geometry was
Damage for the first one.
So it's 3 overall for the first
So
one.
3 total for the first shot.
Do you guys have a D3?
Yeah.
This is a 4, hun. That's what I thought.
Oh, is that
I
a 4?
just said, yeah, the diamond is a
That's what I
4.
was saying.
Oh, I couldn't hear.
A D3 is like really weirdly shaped. I'll just roll them for you. It's fine.
Yeah, we don't have that one.
Okay. It's alright. I'll blame Alex.
That's fine.
Alright. Mm-hmm. Here we go. I hate you. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Please get out of here. All right. So you got a 2 for a total of 3 on your first missile. And
Go
then,
to the lady.
okay.
That one's going to hit the girl.
Okay, you don't know what she identifies as. Your second one is the same. Is 3 total.
I'm gonna hit her with it because I'm mad at her.
Okay. And then your final one is also 3.
Okay, well, we know who that goes to.
Nah, do we? Who's it going to?
Yeah,
No.
big boy.
Okay. Well, I mean, you were pretty angry at her, so I didn't know if you were going to keep racking them up. Okay. Yeah, you're lighting them up with this arcane energy, which she doesn't deal with magic very frequently. She's aware of it, obviously. Anyone in the Pact worlds like knows that, like the mystics in the healing quarter of the city, like they use it. She's seen magic like on the video feeds and stuff, but she's never experienced it up close. Certainly hasn't been hit with very much of it. And she stumbles a little, but she maintains her stance. She catches herself on the desk. But she appraises, she looks at Poppy with like an appraising new eye for this tiny little pest. Finally realizing why you are with the group that you are. So, and with that, are you doing? Oh, that was a full action. So, do you want to say anything or?
I'm gonna cross my arms and be like, huh.
Little
Just-
sassy little
Just
arm.
your arms are like the tentacles too, like everyone. I'm just like,
six,
huh.
yeah.
Stick your tongue out.
Take that.
Okay. And then that's Yule Ferrani's turn there. Let me look what she's got here. Where's the doggone thing? Okay. Yeah, she was targeting Arlo with the +2, but being a tactically minded individual, and the AI is like spinning as well, feeding her information and like the best strategies and things like that to choose in each given situation. Ultimately, still relying on her judgment, but she's receiving information on her her little Vegeta style like Super Saiyan energy reader here. And she uses combat tracking on Poppy to give herself a +2 on her next attack. So she's gonna roll. Well, that's a 6, so I bet that doesn't hit. And
Nope.
she fires the pistol. She hits Shannon right in the jugular. No. It just whizzes by you guys and hits the wall behind you. And she shakes the pistol. She's like, I should have paid full price for this thing. Like, never buy cheap weapons. That's what we always say. And here I am, missing my shots because these cheap weapons. And she like cocks the pistol back to like try and get the like, not the rounds, but the battery to sit better. Messing with it real quick with her move action to even though she already used it for other things. But we're gonna say that she like jostles the pistol a little bit to try and get it to respond better to her shots and to the AI that's guiding her shots. And then that will be Shannon. You're up.
I'm gonna shoot at Ferrani again.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie.
Wow, a 2.
A 2. Thanks.
Glad we haven't changed.
Yeah, that misses again. It hits the same place on her shoulder. It scores the like mail like scaling, and you see this like interwoven metal on her upper torso like blacken further, but it has some sort of like heat shielding on it, so the lasers aren't like getting through. But you're definitely making it less aesthetically cool for sure. And she just laughs. She's like, "Oh, does the big dragon have a tiny gun? Looks like somebody else didn't pay full price either." And
And can I respond to her and be like, well, maybe if you didn't have so many flies in here, I wouldn't get distracted.
I like the idea that the dragon just like swatting at flies. Dude, I was like, screw it, just firing rounds off, trying to kill flies.
I just imagine when it hit her shoulder, like the metal on it, it just like ricochets, like pew pew pew.
It just
We're all
hit-
like jumping behind the table.
Yeah.
It just like ducks out.
You guys both look at Shannon like, bruh, come on. Shoot the skin, homie, the skin.
Should have brought some jerky.
I'm low on jerky.
Any of these flies?
Got jerky hands. Okay, Arlo, it's your turn.
All right. Homeboy gonna swing again.
Longsword
Oh,
again.
man's here. Yep. Gonna go for it again.
Okay.
Hoop, 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 hoop. Come on. 12 plus 2 is 14. Does that hit? Plus
KC.
3.
No,
Plus 3, my
so
bad. Plus 3.
15.
So 15. Does
15?
15 hit?
Yeah, you hit his KAC.
Whoa!
Roll your damage.
I just dropped it.
Just drop your sword. Woohoo! Just cheering. Get punched right in the face.
That was not the right die.
Yep. Oh. God damn, why do they look
okay,
so...
it's okay, you already
nope,
did it.
nope.
On
You
your
already did it.
what? Your damage dice
I rolled the wrong dice.
for your attack roll or for your damage roll?
Yeah, for the attack.
Attack.
Man, rolling D100s for his attack roll.
Yeah, for real.
No,
For real.
it was a 12.
The
Yeah,
attack
that's the
was a
highest
12.
number.
Oh, the D12. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
no,
That's funny.
no,
I got you.
for
I see what you're
the-
saying.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a 12.
It's like a fake critical. I rolled max on a D12. Did you end up rolling a 12 anyway?
Yeah, I rolled in D and rolled 20 instead of on
Okay.
both our dice. I don't trust those things anymore.
Word. So the
So,
total
I
ends
got
up
a
being the same then?
15.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
you hit him. You hit him. Yeah, roll your damage.
All right, and then
Use the
it's
right
a
dice this time.
1d8.
1d8.
Yeah,
Bless you.
Excuse me.
1d8 plus something or other.
Ray casting energy right back
I
there.
got a 5 plus plus my strength modifier, which is a 1, so I got a 6.
6 damage.
Okay. 6 whole damage. I assume you're attacking the guy that you're right next to.
Yeah, the best right there.
Yeah.
He just yeets the sword.
How are you swinging at him?
He's coming right to left, straight over his chest,
Ooh.
trying to take his nipple piercings out.
Not his
Those are
nipples.
cute, I want them.
You ain't got no nipples. Your sword gets caught on his nipple piercing and just rips out of your hand. And he goes, best.
Deflection.
In addition to always being armed, best have incredibly tough nipples. Okay, so you hit him. Oh yeah, okay, good. I took that. I thought I took the health off the wrong person. Yeah, you
Takes it off of me.
you
Guys.
slice down and you open part of his armor, like where his neck is, and you can see this like heavy flow of blood like running out of like the now crease that you've created in his armor. It's very aesthetic. You're gonna see it in all the latest fashion shows, armor just being sliced down like this instead of straight down like a polo. And he
Takes phone out, starts taking
yeah.
pictures. So
Click, 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 click.
get the design out
Yeah.
first.
He roars in anger, and because he doesn't have a weapon in his hands or anything, he clutches at his wound, and you see him just like squeeze the flesh together, in
You're
pain.
like, stop moaning, you asshole. It's every turn now you're saying something. Jesus.
He's not saying much this time. He clenches his wound and rolls a. He's gonna take another unarmed strike. He rolls a 26, which I bet hits.
Nope.
Oh my
Nope.
goodness.
Oh my god. I am a god.
He goes, bull crap, and he hits you anyway. Right in the face. Takes a swing at you, and that is because it is his natural weapon. That is a I should have left that up then. Give me a second. I gotta pull the random number generator up again. Let's do, okay.
I'm gonna take these drugs that I got, man. Swear to God.
It's his offhand. He reflexively like grabbed his wound with his dominant hand. So he hits you with his offhand and deals 6 damage. Just kind of like catches you like a glancing blow like on your jaw there as you guys are like fighting mano a mano, Kasatha Avesk. And deals
6 damage.
Deals 6 solid damage to old Forearms'
a lot
face.
Of damage.
That's a lot of damage. I'm sure I have a drop for that somewhere.
115. No.
What?
Well, I wouldn't be arguing. I wanted to go change my hit points, and I didn't delete the 1, and I put 15, and it was like 115.
He grows stronger with every fight. Me again. Strike me down now, and I will grow more powerful than you can ever imagine.
What a masochist.
Right? Unfortunately for you, he's a sadist. And then that is that will be Poppy's turn. You little spell slinging turd, you. What are you gonna do now that you're out of spells?
I'm use my pistol.
No, don't forget you do have your cantrips or your level 0 spells, so you do still have acid ray if you want it. But I assume you want to use your pistol because it deals more damage. I think.
I mean, yeah, it does it by 1 more damage. So I'm gonna use my pistol.
Okay.
I'm gonna go after a man swinging.
Man swing.
I'm gonna go for his shoulder.
All
His
right.
dominant hand shoulder.
Dominant hand shoulder. I like it. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, he's got a little hand. He crawled out of the pits a little bit late out of the mire. He's got an extra.
Hand.
Yeah. He went from snake to lizard a little too fast, and he's got an extra hand over here.
Natural 20.
Ooh, okay,
okay.
Rachel.
Okay, so
Spicy.
you're gonna roll a d4, and you're gonna double whatever that is.
Oh,
Nice. Okay, so that's 8 damage. You blast. Oh wait, what's going on? There we go. You
Throat, man.
yeah, so you blast through that shoulder. Singes like you see like your gun arc at the last second. As like something charges, maybe like a double feed if it was a ballistic weapon, but maybe like too much of a charge goes through the weapon, and you see the laser blast just tear out of this gun, hit him, and the impact alone like throws him back a little. He like stumbles, and it just blasts the armor off of his side and just leaves a massive singed hole in his like the right side of his torso, like where his like shoulder connects. But he's still standing. Go ahead and roll your burn damage as well. You get a d4 burn damage for it being a critical.
Oh my god.
If, you're using the azimuth laser pistol, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the laser pistol. Yeah. And I got another 4.
Yeah. So he takes the hit and he stumbles and he like growls and goes to grab it, and he steadies himself for a brief second, and then you see the wound itself like turns. I sent you guys the picture of both of them in the Discord, right? You guys looked at that. So his wound like shifts the same color as his armor, as like these the flesh begins to like cinder, almost like paper whenever you burn it and then blow on it, and you see this like cinder like dash under his armor and dash down his arm. And it like races across his body as he just catches on fire. And he like claws at himself to like get the armor off and like pat himself out. And he falls on the ground and like rides next to Arlo on the ground, like as he just catches on fire and just burns from not the inside out, but burns from his shoulder outward, leaving a very large charred, I'm certain disgusting smelling, sorry Arlo, and sorry Allie's pregnancy nose, charred vest, as what was once a like large dangerous combatant lies just burnt to a crisp by a tiny 1.5 onions laser shot.
Yo, I don't know why everyone keeps underestimating Poppy. Like,
I know.
Yeah, he's a player, but he ain't here to play for sure. And you see Farani like looks, and there's no emotion on her face other than like concern for like herself. She's not like mad that you killed her underling. She's upset that you killed a valuable asset. She doesn't care for him as like a person, as like, you know, a humanoid desk, whatever. He holds no value like as an interpersonal relationship, but he was a dangerous combatant. He was a well-used asset, and she's had him by her side for years. And her only thought as she looks at his like smoldering, like still like twitching corpse is that he's going to be very difficult to replace if she can get out of this. So she, for
I wanted to say before my
oh yeah, go for
turn
it, go for it, yeah.
I wanted to say,
Your final blow.
and that's how you shoot a gun.
Wow, Poppy the shade.
with the one-liners. If it had been Shannon, it would have been like, there was a fly on that guy. I got it. Don't worry. Okay, so for Ronnie, now only like she's aware that this is not a good look. They haven't dealt a lot of damage to you guys. She doesn't know where you guys came from. But she doesn't even know that you guys are Starfinder. She, you know, may very well think that you guys are from a rival gang. Maybe the Hard Scrabble Collective hired you guys to come attack them in retribution for what happened several days ago on the docks. But she knows that like win, lose, live or die, she wants Poppy to die. She wants to like dice this little onion up and like fricassee him, just straight up deal with him. So she is going to pull out using movement action. Yeah, exactly. She's going to pull out a frag grenade. A frag grenade Mark 1. And so the way frag grenades work is you don't throw them on like a square, you throw them at an intersection, and then they basically deal damage like in a radius. Which, since you guys are like on top of each other, like you know, freaking Dragonborn Poppy over here. Yeah, it would have hit both of you guys anyway. But it is going to, it is a ranged, where's my doggone dice rollers? Here we go. It counts as a ranged attack, but it uses slightly different stats. Okay. So it lands, and much like magic missile, it deals automatic damage. Yes. Grenades for the future, by the way, if you guys end up with grenades, if they have effects like shocking people or there's flashbangs and stuff like that, there is a saving throw. But just for pure damage, for like frag grenades and things like that, it just deals damage. So it's going to deal 1d6. She has no buffs or anything to that. So she deals a full 6 damage. Wow, to both of you, to Shannon and then it's 15 feet. So 5, 15. Okay, so Arlo is just outside the blast.
Yeah, just barely.
You catch some heat from it, but it's only a Mark 1 grenade. It's basically meant for this exact situation, for like breaching rooms and dealing with like close quarters enemies. So you catch some of the heat from it, and like some like small bits of like the floor ping off your armor and your giant long, you know, cone head dome you got going on. But you don't actually take any damage. You take a few like nicks, like it scrapes your skin a little, but you're still like riding high off the adrenaline of watching Poppy incinerate somebody that you were, you know, exchanging blows with. And actually Poppy should have taken a -4 to their attacks against this guy, but because I forgot to calculate it because you were in melee combat with him, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
look,
whatever.
He's dead and charred now.
Yeah, like I didn't think about it, so we're not going to count it. So technically, you know, it's not a problem.
But for future reference.
Yeah, besides, I'm the GM, so I like how that went down. That guy died epically.
Really
I love
cool,
it.
yeah.
Good job on your nat 20. It is Ferrani's turn, so she's gonna take that +2 against you. Oh no, never mind. She already threw the grenade. I forgot.
Threw a grenade.
Yeah,
She's pissed. She's pissed. Leave me alone. Yeah, no, it's because I didn't roll like a normal attack, so it threw me
Wait,
off.
how much damage did she do to us again?
She did the full 6. She did the full 6 to you guys.
6.
And then it'll be your turn next, Allie. It'll be Shannon's go. She's
So
relatively
that takes 6
untouched.
away from my stamina.
That's your stamina, yeah.
Okay.
Damage just stamina the entire time until you have no stamina left, which is why my health is low.
Exactly.
One of these days I'll get it, guys.
It's fine. If we played more
It's
frequently,
okay.
it would sink in faster. But
Mm.
but unfortunately, life gets in the way.
That'd
Okay,
do,
so I'm
that'd
gonna
be.
I'm gonna attempt mind thrust on Ferrani.
Okay.
Ooh.
Last mind thrust of the day. Let's go.
Yeah.
Liquefy those brains.
Ooh, I rolled a 17.
Okay, I thought you were about to whip out another natural 20. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, dude, for real.
You got a 17. That hits. It's I think it's a wisdom saving throw for that. But she can't save against that, so it just hits. Her stats just aren't set up to fight that kind of thing. So roll your damage.
Was it 2d20 or 2d10?
2d20, jeez. You wish.
Rolling D100s.
Yeah. What is it, 6,000 damage? You know what? Just go ahead and lay down. Just die. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of like magic missile, but instead of always hitting, it just always kills. It's just the golden gun from 007.
Okay.
I rolled in the
That's
chat.
not too bad.
You rolled in the chat.
10 and a 4.
I
She
have
got 14.
Okay. What was the +4 from?
It
was a
10
2d10.
plus- Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. I got you. I thought you were just like, yeah, it was a 10
come on,
+4.
gosh.
The fact that the 10 was green threw me off. Okay. 14. Okay. I almost did the math backwards on that. Idiot. Okay, so you see her like seize up, and her eyes glow like briefly as you cast mind thrust on her. But she has enough cybernetic enhancements in her brain, in addition to the mechanics AI that she has, basically running all of these external and internal augmentations. It starts like firing off all these protocols to like basically cache sections of her brain. It does a lot of damage to the actual like physical tissue of her brain, but she like as a person can still operate. Her psychological status is fine. Unlike whenever you attacked the people earlier, you like obliterated their consciousness from this realm, this plane of existence. But her AI like saves her a little, but you see her like stumble, and she basically like is very aware of her own mortality in this situation. She's ecstatic that she did as much damage as she did with this grenade, but she knows that she's not going to live. So Arlo, it is your turn. Yeah, I need to remove him. So it is your turn. As she like stumbles and catches herself.
Arlo, with his great acrobatics, is going to jump up on the table.
Okay, you're gonna give me an acrobatics roll for that.
Yeah, you're gonna
I can
roll
definitely
that.
do that. Yeah, I'm definitely.
You're gonna use keywords. I'm gonna give you key rolls.
Flash roll. 1d20. Boom. God damn it.
You trip and hit yourself in the nuts with the monitor on the desk.
I got a 7 overall.
Okay, I'll say you get up there because you're very tall. So the DC for you to be able to jump up on this table, which is like 3 feet tall or something, is not very high. So you trip as you make it up there, but I'll say you're gonna have disadvantage on this next attack if you go melee. So just just roll twice and tell me what your lower one is.
All right. So now that he stumbled his way up there,
He's
not
like,
so
"Oh,
graceful.
gosh."
He's a little winded from being, freaking blasted at
Beat up.
every interaction. So he's gonna go with his sword, grab it in 2 hands, 2 right hands, because homeboy he's done with this, and just go straight for her neck. I'll lop her head off.
Okay. I will say, before you absolutely murder her, you can take her down if you want to question her. But if you guys just want pure revenge, like, I'm just reminding you guys that you have options.
Thought of that.
Yeah, I figured you guys might not have. But yeah, just like, because you guys are sort of new to tabletop RPGs and whatnot, just because it's combat doesn't mean you have to like murder your way through. But I figured I'd remind you before you absolutely beheaded the last person standing.
Okay.
You
alright, so
can,
after
however,
Arlo
take
gains his composure,
yeah, you can't take revenge on her because she did kill somebody that you guys were, not close to, but you guys held in high regard. So kill her if you want, but I'm just reminding you of your options as any good GM would.
all right. So as Arlo gains his composure, he puts himself in a defensive stance and he's like, "Look, surrender now, or you're gonna end up like your buddy over there on the floor, soon to be in a fireplace." Told you, all we had was a couple questions.
That's good.
The question is, what is the burning temperature of a Vesk?
And now we
Exact-
know, so we don't gotta do no more.
Exactly 1d20. Roll an intimidate check for me. And I'll say you have advantage on it. Roll an intimidate check with advantage.
Let me roll another one. Hold on. I got a 14 plus 0, so I have 14.
Okay. Let's see. You're the only one who's close enough. Also, just give me a perception check. Just a raw perception check. Well, not raw, plus your perception bonus, obviously.
14.
14. Okay, you after having tripped your way up on there, you're still a little unstable, so you're like checking your stance or whatever. And she like looking you like in your face knows like the expression of a warrior. She knows that like either you're gonna get you're gonna get what you want either way, which is either her answering questions or you murdering her and getting vengeance for this, dorkivore or whatever that you mentioned.
Oh no.
And she like raises the pistol and spits simultaneously, and she says no deal and pulls the trigger on her own forehead or her own temple and kills herself.
Dang!
That's so sad.
And she took herself out knowing that though she was about to die, she took a warrior's kill, which is like
Fucking asshole.
the only way she would ever lower herself to suicide is to bring shame on like another combatant. And she kills herself and takes herself out of the combat, preventing you from getting the revenge like by your own hand that you so desire.
Like you did that
I'll
on
just have to go kill her boss.
I did do it on purpose, but there was a lot of ways that fight could have gone.
you turd. Never ever trust you again.
Aw.
I mean, it's written in the book that there is a certain point, like there are DC checks, diplomacy checks throughout the combat that you can do. She starts hostile. If you succeed in the first one, if you guys had been able to succeed, it would have made her move from hostile to unfriendly, which would have made her easier to talk to, and you guys might have been able to like talk through a conversation. But because the rolls didn't go your way, it became a fight. And then there are other checks at the end given a myriad of different situations. This just happens to be the one that turned out this way. So you guys,
Good, though. That's cool.
yeah, her AI is no longer operational as she splatters its mechanical and cabling and stuff like that across the wall, as well as her own intelligence. And she
Your dial up.
yeah, it's just static. It was dial up, and then like her mom picked up the phone and cut the connection on the 56K modem. And there's no more internet. And her body just like slumped back onto the ground, like knocking a chair like askew or whatever. As you like have your cool superhero pose on the desk above her, like you're like four-armed Batman or something. And that is the end of Ferrani Nadaz. And as well as the end of Vrokalayo Hatchbuster. And you guys have successfully gotten revenge for your fallen Starfinder compatriot, who you never had a chance to develop a relationship with, sadly, because of the actions of this bunch of dirtbags. That ends combat.
Arlo's gonna ask. He's gonna look back at Shannon and Poppy and be like, first, we have avenged Mustache Man.
Durhorkro.
Secondly, do any of y'all think that maybe we'd be able to retrieve some information from the AI left in her body?
Yeah.
I think I could do
The
something about
'Cause
that.
my science is like 0. So
the AI got like shattered.
Okay.
that's just done.
Yeah, you guys suspected that
The
might have been
motherboard
the
was in
reason
the
she
head.
did it. Yeah, that might have been the reason that she destroyed it. In addition to just wanting
Why'd
to
you have to
be
mind thruster?
a dick to you. Well, no, not the mind thrust. The bullet
No,
thrust
I
that went through
know.
her skull. But yeah, partially that, partially because she just didn't want you to have the satisfaction of a clean kill. But you guys are free to search the bodies,
It
to
would have been a
search all the
dirty
stuff.
kill.
Fair. It would have been very messy.
Anyone good with computers?
Literally, maybe the person with
Okay.
tech in their class name.
All right, you want to try to get on her computer?
Yeah.
While we search the bodies, Shannon, you can get burnt flesh, dude, because you're a dragon. I'm sure you like some bacon and shit. You like that jerky like that, so maybe you'll like him. I'm
Implying
gonna
that she's
check
a
what's her
cannibal,
face
I
over
guess.
here.
Wow.
Never know.
Shannon will remember that.
Shannon is grossed out and feeling betrayed.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna roll. Would I roll perception?
Yes.
Can you put it in my
I rolled a 25.
Okay. So you find it's a pretty good roll. So you see that attached to the like lower section of his armor is an assault hammer, which is I'll tell you it's 1d6 plus 5 bludgeoning, and it's fitted specifically for a Vesk like physique, like the handle is custom made and things like that. So you would be able to wield it fairly effectively. Arlo could also wield it effectively if he used 2 hands. But because of your size category, you could wield it easily, Shannon. He had the artillery laser that he dropped at his feet. That deals 1d10 fire damage, and on a crit deals 1d6. I assume you guys may want to take that. And then he also has his troop ceremonial plate, which is destroyed. So good luck with that. 2 batteries with 20 charges each, because he did not get to use his artillery laser at all. He has a Mark 1 frag grenade and a Mark 1 shot grenade and a cred stick with 200 credits on it. And I can read those back if you guys want any of it. I assume you'll take the grenades and the batteries and the monies.
Yeah, I want that gun.
That's fair. I want to see that dragon use that gun. That would be fucking cool.
Okay.
I want the one that
I will have to look and see if you can use the artillery laser, because I think it's classified as a heavy weapon, which I don't believe mystics have specialties in. But you can still take it.
I might be able to.
Yeah, and
And
like
just sell it.
yeah. We'll
Or just
we'll
toss
look
it to
into
me
it
or
afterwards to
another
see
big
if you can
engagement.
wield it. Yeah.
He's Arlo, take the cannon.
Okay, so you want the artillery laser? Good, good.
Wait, which was the one that you said that only Vesks can? First one.
The assault hammer that he has. It's like
cool
specially
hammer.
fitted for large creatures. Even though he's not a large creature, Vesk are naturally very strong. But you are a large creature, so you could wield it effectively.
I am a large girl.
Large
I would
girl.
like to have the large thingy.
Yeah,
I forget what you said
that you
earlier.
do. That thingy being a fat bag of beef jerky. Okay, so yeah, just modify your character sheets. You have the assault hammer and the artillery laser, azimuth artillery laser, with 2 batteries. You guys can split those, I guess, however you want.
I don't need the battery, so that's between you and Poppy on how you guys split that stuff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be arguing splitting the monies though.
200 credits.
Let me search what's her dick first before we split the money.
Okay. Give you a roll, homie.
Maserati or whatever her name was. Ferrari.
Ferrani Nadaz. Oh, look, I did it.
There you go. Okay.
I got a 5.
You got a 5?
Yeah, let me check my perception.
Okay, you guys have a
Oh my
minute,
God.
so yeah, I was gonna say you can request some assistance. She's like kind of like goopy, like she's gross. You don't really want to get like your 4 hands like kind of dirty. You're used to killing people, not dealing with like as a warrior, you believe in a clean death. Like you always like go for the jugular or behead or like through the heart. You're not used to like viscera being splattered everywhere. So you're sort of dealing with it.
Hey, onion with your tentacles, could you come help me check this body
Well, Poppy's searching the computer, so
when you're done with the computer?
yeah. So you can have Shannon help you.
Rachel's on Facebook. I don't think
you-
she heard any of what we were saying.
Rachel, get off Facebook. You guys,
Dang.
you can also just take 20. Like, if you really want to just like delay, you can take 20 minutes and like search the room and search the bodies. You don't have to roll if you really don't want to. But if you want to do a quick search, you can have somebody roll to help you look through them. You've killed pretty much anyone who's going to come looking.
Yeah.
So
We're probably gonna be chilling after fighting all those people.
yeah,
Anyways.
yeah.
We just killed the boss. I mean, no reason to hustle on back.
Fair.
I mean,
How do I hack into the computer? That's what I was trying to look up earlier. That's why I was on my phone, and then I got on.
Okay.
Facebook.
Good cover. Yeah. So you'll
No,
just-
seriously.
you'll roll a computers check for it, and then you should have a skill for that. And
right there,
because you're a
computer seven.
technomancer, I'll allow you to add your class skill to it as well. So it'll be your computers plus, I assume, intelligence. I think.
It'd probably be intelligence.
God damn, so you naturally get plus 10?
Yeah, that's what happens when you spec your character.
Yeah. Okay. So 20 total, not max.
Okay. A gentleman's 20.
Yeah.
Just 20, if you may.
Okay. So you guys search through her data pad, and yeah, because you said you got a 20. So you find excuse me, you find a bunch of files indicating like what you guys already knew, that it's like a criminal organization. You find ledgers of payment from astral extractions, a lot of communications between them, emails and things like that. You know, this location, that location, payments being transferred. In addition to, you find some dossiers for people, not dossiers, like work schedules for the club and things like that. So you know, now have the full names of the people that you've killed on your way in. In addition to the names and addresses of the people that are working the front bar, though you also see from these ledgers that the people that work the front bar, like in the dancers and stuff, they're not really involved in any of that stuff. They're literally just there to staff the bar. So you could have the authorities roll those people up if you wanted to question them. But based on the information you find, there's really not much they're going to know. They are literally just like 9 to 5 working Joes. You also, in addition to the information about astral extractions and outside kings, because of Poppy's high computers roll that you got, or your hack that you got, you see that astral extractions specifically ordered the downside kings to kill Durivor Creel, both as a message to the Hardscrabble Collective, to be like, we mean business, we will kill anyone that helps you, and like we will have people kill you as well if you try and drag this deliberation out any further, this arbitration. But so partly for that, and also to try and keep the Starfinder Society from getting too involved. It's like the Starfinder Society is not quite as prolific as they used to be. You can kind of see their line of thought. Ferrani's line of thought. Please stop doing that, whatever that is. Somebody's like crumpling paper.
Alex was getting recognition.
Okay. He was like. But you can see that they were trying to dissuade the Starfinder Society from getting involved as well, which of course had the opposite effect, because you know the Starfinder Society brought in some new blood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was kind of dumb on them.
and you three. A plan that should have worked. Maybe they had some other intel they were working off. but they weren't counting on the three like of you being a random factor in this equation. So yeah, you find this information on the data pad in addition to a key code for. I'm gonna switch back to the combat thing here, just so anybody watching can see the thing. In addition to a key code for this door right here.
Oh, cool.
Wait, I can't see.
It's just in the
I
northeast
have a
section of the
controller as
room.
well.
There's a
Okay.
little 10 foot by 10 foot room with some supplies in it
Okay.
that you guys can search if you would like. And it contains basically a rundown of what's like in there, like an inventory list of what's in the thing. So you guys are free to you've sussed out pretty much everything you could from the data pad, basically their connections and things like that.
Question: do I already like? Are they looking on the screen with me, or do I have to like
I mean,
spiel out the information?
are you guys gonna take
I mean, Alex.
Yeah, I mean they're not looking
we
at the
roll
screen
for
with you
that?
necessarily, but no, I mean you guys are gonna like take 10 minutes probably to heal, so we can say that you do that. But you can also
Well,
just like
Alex was out of the room anyways, so
Oh,
what
well,
I found was
yeah.
that
go for it.
they took out Durivore on purpose just to show that like they weren't afraid to like kill anyone in their way,
Oh, gotcha.
like anyone to help and stuff, and to like steer us away from them, even though that didn't work.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, that's what you meant.
Even though that's the
Cool.
opposite of what happened.
Yeah, that's the opposite of what they wanted to
I
happen.
think that would steer us away. That would get us involved. If
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, true.
Stupid.
But also, the Starfinder Society doesn't have a lot of people like you in their ranks. They do have some like military individuals, or not military, but like martial individuals that they'll send out as like bodyguards or escorts or things like that. But they are primarily like a research and discovery organization. They handle a lot of, think of like an adventurers guild in like D&D or any RPG that you can think of. But their focus is the acquisition of knowledge and like the trade of information and things like that, and making Absalom Station and the Pack Worlds better. They do have people like you guys, but for the most part, it's quite likely that they would have held a memorial for Durivore and chalked it up to gang violence. But you guys just happen to get involved and you track the killers back to the root. Or rather back to a rooted branch, since you haven't quite got astral extractions yet. But yeah, you find information about this in addition to a bit of background information on the Acreon and the Drift Rock, which you guys already knew from having done research prior. That they hired the Hard Scrabble Collective to locate this, and now they're fighting over it. So if you guys hadn't discovered it up to this point, this information is also available. So you guys are free to search that back room and contact Chiskisk or the local authorities or whatever you guys want to do. Kick the bodies, a little bit or whatever.
Babe, is my phone over there?
Somewhere.
I mean, we can search the back room
Probably. Okay.
since we're here.
Yeah.
Because of Poppy's computer's role or hack role, you don't have to search it to know what's back there. You can just like root through it and get everything. I can just read off what's in there for you guys.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, so you find a hollow skin, a auto target rifle with 5 magazines of long arm rounds, which is 10 rounds each. So basically 50 rounds. You have 2 incendiary grenades, Mark 1 incendiary grenades, 2 Mark 1 serums of healing, a quick release sheath armor upgrade, which will basically allow you to draw your weapon without needing, you can do it as a swift action instead of a move action. And Arlo, if you utilize that for something, you won't have to move to utilize your martial ability to draw your weapon. 500
Gotcha.
500 UPBs, which are a form of currency. They're essentially just credits, but they can be used for additional things as well as like buying. But just keep track of them separately than your regular credits. 500 UPBs, and then you find 6 cred sticks holding 100 credits each. So 600 credits total. So you guys have found, you found 800 total. For the 200 that were on Hatchbuster and the 600 you just found. So that's what you got. And then if you guys are gonna search Ferrani as well, let me know.
I tried to search for Ronnie.
Yeah.
I got like a 12 overall, I think. So.
Oh, that's not bad. You said it was like a 4 or something.
It could have been a 4. Hold on, let me go back to that.
It doesn't matter. I'll say you guys can just search. It'll save time because you guys are gonna take 10 or take 20 or whatever, and you've still got 2 more rolls between the 3 of you. So you see that she has her STEC suit 1, which is roughly the same stats that you guys have. A club, the tactical semi-auto pistol that she was using, with 30 rounds. Her data pad, which is no longer in her possession, obviously. An extra note for the key card, which is nice that they did that, I guess, in case you couldn't hack. Like if none of you had the ability to hack, with a sufficient search, you would have been able to find it. And then 500 credits on a cred stick. So yeah, so you guys are at 1,300 credits total.
Why? It could have been 12. We could all have like 4. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, you know what? It's
You only get
1,200.
430.
You lose 100 credits. Smart Alex.
I'm fine with that. I'm completely fine with that.
So you each get 400 and then split the final 100 however you want.
Y'all can split it. I'm good
Wait.
with that. I'll take the 400.
Didn't
450 for us.
didn't we have 200 credits from before?
We
No.
had 200 credits from Homeboy. We had 500.
600 from the
600 from
600
Yeah.
and
the
500.
chest area and the
Mhm.
500 from Lady.
Oh,
So 13 overall. I'm taking 4. You're taking 450. Rachel's taking 450.
sounds good.
okay.
And then
Can I
we
have the
could.
grenades?
What's up?
I want the grenades.
She wants the. Which one do you want? The shock or the normal one?
I want the shocky boy.
She wants the shocky boy.
So there's the shot grenade, the frag grenade. All these are Mark 1. Shot grenade, frag grenade, and the 2 incendiary grenades that were in the storage unit.
I want the incendiary. Oh, I can't say that word.
You
Oh my
incendiary
God.
grenade.
Hey,
Hey yo, give me the fire grenade, dog. What do I look like? A lexicon?
Do you want both of them?
Yeah.
Both fire
I'm cool
grenades
with letting the
or
onion have
Come
it.
on,
The
I got
onion
missiles, I
does.
need it.
The onion does what the onion does. So.
okay? I will say that the grenades are a strength modifier, not a dexterity modifier,
Oh,
because
okay.
they're a thrown weapon. So
Never mind.
I will look it up to double check and we'll retcon whatever. But you guys can just take them like in general if you want, and we'll dictate later. I'll do some research after this.
You should take the sheath thing.
To where I could just level or ready up my weapon and.
Yeah, so you don't-
But I can
you're
just
more-
ready my weapon by moving.
Yeah, that's true.
So while I'm and it doesn't cost me an action, it costs y'all an action to
Yeah.
pull your weapons out.
Oh.
I can pull out my shield and my weapon when I move, and it won't cost me anything.
So, do you want it, Shannon, or do you want me to have it? I don't care. You can make that decision.
You're Shannon.
Do
Oh.
you want the sheath thing where you don't have to use a move to pull out a weapon?
No, I really don't even. I literally don't move during combat. I just shoot from wherever I'm standing.
That's fair.
Okay. I'll take it then.
Alright,
Okay.
so you'll take that. I'll take the rifle.
You should take the healing too.
Actually, you know what? No, I don't want the rifle. Rachel, you can have the rifle.
I don't
Unless
think-
no one wants
You
it.
definitely
I
can't
don't
wield
think-
that rifle.
I can't hold that.
Okay,
There's
alright. I'll
no
take the
way
rifle.
she can wield
then.
that. It requires, I think it requires a certain strength modifier, and
Yeah, I
she,
ain't got that. I'm negative
her,
2 minus 2.
yeah, her like tentacle network that she utilizes can only handle like certain weapons. So
What's the
Yeah,
name
she-
of the rifle again?
it is an azimuth. Oh, the auto target rifle. Okay, I thought you meant the.
Yeah, because I think Shannon picked up the bigger rifle.
Yeah.
Picked up, the
Yeah.
big one.
Yeah. The auto target
Who wants the
rifle.
hollow skin? Who wants the
Auto
hollow skin?
target rifle. That can be one of y'all's. I don't care about the skin. How much does it? What's the damage for it? What's the roll?
For what? The auto target?
Yeah.
1d6 piercing. It's an analog weapon, so it doesn't use batteries. It uses cartridges or magazines.
Okay, how
Whatever.
many cartridges does it have?
It was 50. It's 5 magazines with 10 rounds each.
And then you should take the grenade. You have a long range attack as well.
I want the shock one.
Okay, and then she can take the frag and the incendiary. I still can't say that word.
I'm not even gonna try.
What? The incendiary?
Incendiary. There we go.
All right, I'll take all the
Fire-
fucking
fire
grenades. If no
frag.
one wants them, I'll take them all. Like
No,
shit.
no, she was saying she didn't want to try to say that she didn't want it.
Yeah. So for the record, and we can get more into the details on this afterwards, Alex. But the auto target rifle is, in addition to being, its features are analog, which means it doesn't use electronics. It can't be EMP'd or anything. But it's also an automatic weapon, which means you can fire it semi if you want, but you can. It has a specific ability where you can just empty the mag, which there are
beautiful.
mechanics for that, and we'll cover that and all that. But yeah, there's like
Okay.
there's
Alright,
like
when we
2
reach
paragraphs
that,
of stuff
gotcha.
for it. Yeah, so but yeah, and it's 2 bulk, by the way, so make sure you're not being over encumbered by carrying this thing.
Will that automatically update if I change that to 2?
Yeah, if you put it in your character sheet and set it to 2, it should do the math for you. Because you can be encumbered and you can be over encumbered. There's mechanics for both.
I got you. My encumbered right now is at 7. My over is at 13. I should be good for that.
Okay, love it.
You said there was healing and stuff, right?
Yes, the 2 Mark 1 serums of healing.
Just a 1d8 health potion.
There's 2 of them, though.
I think so. Yeah, we'll have to look it up because they're just healing items, so I didn't actually look up the stats for them because they're
alright,
a
cool.
quick Google. But yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead, dude. Does anybody else want any?
No, you need them.
Okay.
yeah, you do tend to get
I
hurt
mean,
a
we're
lot
gonna-
more.
We're gonna fucking wait the 10 minutes and heal. So
Yeah,
I'll take it. I'm not gonna argue.
I mean, you can always use it on one of us. It'll just be in your.
Yeah.
room. So, doesn't really
Okay.
matter.
okay. So we've auctioned off the auto target rifle, the 2 incendiary grenades, the other 2 grenades, right?
Yeah.
Poppy is taking the quick release sheath, I think.
Yes.
Okay. We've divvied
We
up
haven't
the.
decided
What's that?
the hollow skin. Sorry, we haven't decided on the hollow skin. though.
Okay, yeah,
That's the
I
only
was. Yep, I was coming down to it. So it's light bulk. It uses 1 charge every 10 minutes, and it's actually really cool. This holographic projector is generally mounted to a belt or arm strap. It can be programmed using the disguise skill. Poppy, since it's a technological item, it's a tech item, I will let you use your computer skill to dictate that instead, since you can just program it. But it can be programmed using the disguise skill to project a different appearance. When you use a hollow skin, you can disguise major features, race, or creature type without the DC of your disguise check increasing, except against perception checks that involve physical examination. So if somebody touches you, obviously because it's a hologram.
That's
now-
pretty cool.
Yeah, so it won't be able to like make Shannon look like a Raxolite. And it doesn't have enough power to like actually project an entire image. But what it does is it uses like your frame to be able to make you look like a different race or, a different person or whatever. And if you want to make it look like a specific person, the DC will be a little bit higher, but there's like mechanics and stuff. So we can get into that whenever you guys, I'll like study up on it and whatnot. But yeah, you guys will have all the information you need if you end up needing to do it.
Yours?
What?
I can't add anything to yours. Why it's not letting me add that?
Let me see.
It won't let me
It won't
scroll
let me add
down
it to
far
my
enough.
inventory. Anything to my inventory. Right
Strange. You guys have both. You both have permission. Can you do it now?
Yeah, I got it. I had to like finesse the screen.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, you both have permission to access each other's character sheets. Okay, so you guys have that. That's everything that you guys found. And
Is
don't
there
forget.
anything that you had to do the holographic skin?
I don't know.
Was there anything she had to do in order to use the holographic skin, or anything she should really think about when she uses it?
Well, yeah, she'll have to do a computer's check for it, or a disguise check if she has it. But computers is probably higher. But yeah, there's a DC for it that she'll have to make with her computer's check to operate it, and then it'll just be like, you can just describe whatever you want, but basically like the way it works is it will randomize features based on the parameters you put in. So if you're like, oh, I want to look like a Vesk or whatever, you can do that.
A tiny little Vesk.
I was gonna say it will be difficult for her to use. The DC will be slightly higher, not really, for her to look like a humanoid sized creature. But if you were to like, because it attaches to your belt or like you wear it on your wrist or whatever, which I imagine you like wearing it like a headband. But if like it's not bound to you simply because you're the one who runs it, you could attach it to Arlo and program it for him and have him look like someone. But
That's pretty cool.
either he would need to successfully do it to like change his appearance, or deactivating it is free, or you would have to be with him to change what it looks like. But yeah, there's just like, there's mechanics for it on how you would roll and stuff. But mostly it just allows you to look like somebody within like one size class of you. So it's pretty neat.
Us look like Ferrari Madaz.
You could do that.
Madaz.
Yeah.
And now we're the 21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Ferrani. Okay, so yep, that's all the loot that you guys find on the two bodies, and as well as the back room. You guys are free to leave, free to contact headquarters, or do whatever you guys feel your characters would do in this situation.
You could move it. I wasn't touching it. When you don't see the mouse up there, babe, just scroll right. This is as if that's an extension to my screen right here.
Can you make this 1,000?
What? Your creds? Click it.
I have it deleted, so you can delete it. There you go.
Yeah.
And then
How are we gonna split up the other non-currency currency?
I would say just one of you basically holds on to
I
it.
was gonna say you can hold on to it because I don't feel like making that complicated.
Yeah. Yeah, you can just keep all the UPBs in one place. Because if you're gonna spend them, you're gonna spend them at like one time usually. So
And we'll all be together for it
Yeah.
anyway. So
pretty much, yeah. You can use them, like they're specifically used for like creating ship upgrades and things like that. But they also count as currency. So you can use them like credits, but you can't use credits like UPBs, basically.
Gotcha. Like cryptocurrency.
Yeah, sort of. So yeah. Congratulations on completing your first mission.
Yay! We
Was-
murdered everyone in our path.
That was the mission. There you go. You acquired information and unacquired enemies. So what's your next
Who
step?
needs to interrogate?
Yeah,
when you
exactly.
have me?
I will interrogate their computers. In we go. And you guys acquired justice for, or achieved justice for Durivor. May his dwarven soul rest in peace with the Lady of the Graves.
Hopefully he's in Valhalla.
Dwarven
Hopefully he died with a weapon in his hand.
Valhalla. Oh, he's always got a weapon. His weapon is his clipboard. He's a man of the details. He's up in Valhalla keeping track of all the souls.
So we should probably go back to the headquarters and tell them what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Bring her little computer thing in case they want to go over it. Her little arm
Yeah,
computer.
is there any way I can like?
Oh, I'll
transfer
got her
that
arm off. I don't
information,
care.
or
Yeah, I
do
mean,
have to
Bring that
relay
computer
it?
thing there.
Yeah, this is why I just cut her arm off. Yeah. So either removing her arm or downloading the information is well within the skill set of one of the members of the group. So I'll let you choose if you want to carry an arm around. No, yeah, it's child's play for you to download this stuff to get past the encryptions and things like that.
Okay.
Even people who aren't tech savvy, like transferring information between these two is not a problem. But given like some of the safeguards and stuff, easy, no problem for Poppy. This is like specifically one of the things that you're trained for. It's like data acquisition, so easy peasy. Did you guys want to use the hollow skin to make yourself look like Pirani, or did you want to just walk out? Because I mean, you guys are good to leave. It's not a problem, but I know somebody mentioned that. But in your, don't forget to remove a resolve point for your 10 minutes that you're taking. But we can also just say that you guys cleaned up and walked out if you guys don't want to overcomplicate it. It's up to you.
I don't want to overcomplicate it.
That's fair.
But up to everyone else, you know.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Okay. So you guys make your way out back into Absalom Station, and you guys are heading back to headquarters.
Yeah, that's what I would assume we would do.
Okay, makes sense. Back to Chiskisk, your Shirin supervisor.
Can we stop here? Because I need to get ready for work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good ending point.
Yeah, I was gonna stop after your like talk with him, but yeah, we can stop it here as well. That'll give you guys time to think about how you want to handle, like what details you want to give him, and like what your next step will be.
Okay.
No, that works.
Because this was your primary mission, so you're gonna report back to him, and then we'll see what the day brings. Yeah. There's always some work to do, but we'll see what old Chiskus has in store for the future, or if you guys want to take a day from this like crazy violent adventure that you guys have had, which is really not a common thing for some of you. Arlo is a warrior for sure, and Shannon's her size has always led her to like maybe have some fight in her, never been pushed around. But Poppy's a researcher, he's a science guy, he's maybe not used to the like combat and the fights, despite having an amazing proficiency for it. Kid's a natural. But yeah, you guys you make your way out of the club, you grab a hover taxi, and you make your way back to headquarters as the scene fades out on our talented and quite lucky, honestly, in some ways, heroes. Any closing words?
Would be it.
Any closing words from your characters for the day?
I think that was fucking awesome.
I'm gonna say it smells really weird in here. We gotta go because of the burning guy.
Get out before the fire alarm goes off. There's a fire alarm on the side, and it says "pull in case of Vex fire" or Vesk fire.
Oh, I'll say, can we stop and get jerky for Shannon on the way back?
Oh.
Don't you still have like a ton of jerky? Did you go through that whole bag before you got here?
No, I still have so much jerky.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I think you guys took a day before on her. You guys took a day between Mama Fats and here, but yeah.
Yeah, if you think I'm just leaving my jerky somewhere for someone to like pick up, you're out of your mind.
That's actually part of the insurance at the Moon Hotel. Is just like, yeah, we insure any and all beef jerky and food products in the rooms. If it gets eaten by the staff, we will execute them on site. Don't worry. We take food very seriously.
Oh, quick note. Actually, if this is okay, can we figure out next week what day, what time, maybe, so we can like prepare better?
Yeah, we'll do that after I end the stream. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to give you guys a minute for your characters to like say their piece on the events and like maybe what they are looking forward to, and then we would cut the stream. So.
Okay.
Cut. Okay. So you guys all good?
Yep.
Love it. Excellent work, Starfinders. I look forward to meeting you in my office. Just kiss out.
Oh no.
You guys are awesome, and I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. See you then.
See ya.
Bye.
And we will also end the stream here. We won't do a raid. That's sort of intensive. But thanks to anybody who stopped by and watched. Thanks to anybody who's watching on YouTube. And appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the content. And we'll see you next week.